Hey, I'm Pascal from Orangepixel and welcome! First video, new year. We made it. 2023, lots of things. This is the first video, so it's gonna be like, I say this a lot, it's gonna be a short video and then we end up with like 30 minutes. That's not short. This time short video. Usually my first video of the year is all the plans I have, and then at the end of the year I mention all the things I failed to do. Not gonna do that again, although usually I accomplish most things, but that's pretty much because I set them as a goal on a video. So yeah, there's no point in setting my plans. The only plans I have are pretty simple and short about a couple of games. So after the intro, we're gonna talk about those couple of games that are coming in 2023 from Orangepixel, from me. That rhymes. Starting off the year in a good way. Right, so a new year, and I'm just gonna continue where I pretty much left off last week. Regulator City, the game I've been working on for a while now. It's gonna be my main focus. It has to be completed and released. I'm looking for funding, different ways to make sure the game gets all the attention I can give it, and I don't have to rush it into the marketplace or anything, and just can complete it the best way possible, and also have extra time for promoting it or all that stuff that pretty much helps launch a game. So Regulator City is the main thing. I'll try to show the games I'm talking about on this iArcade. Of course it's fake, because if I move my hands here then it will be blocking. That's movie magic, and I'm lazy. I could cut all that out, but I'm lazy. So Regulator City, really loving where the game currently is. I will be doing more live streams of development over on the Discord. Been doing that in the last couple of weeks. Haven't promoted it a lot, but it's a lot of fun. I just get to work and stream my desktop to the server, so people that have time are in the Discord can just check out and pitch in and chat about whatever is going on, or watch me make levels or whatever I'm in the mood for, drop pixels, things like that, or just play test the game. I'm gonna do some more of those streams because it's very easy. Twitch is a lot of work and I don't really have an audience there, so I have to then promote the Twitch stream and I have to check the chat and all that stuff. I'm already on Discord every day, so I figured Discord might be a very good solution for me to stream some live development stuff. It will usually be a very silent thing, bring your own music kind of stream, but some people enjoy watching those things, and for me it doesn't really bother me doing that. So Discord, hop on the Discord. Regulator City, talked about that. The second game I'm working on is going to be getting a lot more attention from me over the coming months as Regulator City winds down. The work on that prototype, it still doesn't have a name. We'll jump into that. Working on it together with Haragoshi on the Discord, Nathan. He's doing all the graphics. It's not going to be a pixel art game for the first time in Orangepixel history, which is now almost 20 years. Almost. Next year we'll have some sort of 20-year anniversary for Orangepixel. Crazy. Anyway, the prototype is shaping up very nicely. We got some. It's a lot of figuring out how to work together, and also for me how to work with large assets. Usually I have a very tiny image and that contains my whole game, all the graphics in the game. Now I have a bunch of bigger resolution types things and I have to sort them out and figure all that out. So the game is gonna be small scope or something we can manage and can always build upon, but we need to figure out how to best work together. So let's not create the biggest game we can just from the start, because that's setting ourselves up for failure. So this is going to be an interesting shooter. We have some interesting ideas, some cool ideas, and it's a lot of, it's very refreshing to be sparring with somebody about ideas. He'll mention something and then that spawns ideas for me, and then I'll mention those ideas and then he gets new ideas from that, and that's probably the thing I'm missing with my own games, where I have to do a lot of soul searching and finding out the fun for myself, and then hopefully people give me feedback. But that's usually it's just different. So I'm really liking working with somebody, so who knows, this might be the first game of many. We'll see. Now besides those two titles, I also started a little Sunday project a few weeks ago. I was playing Vampire Survivors. Everybody knows it, I think. If you don't know it, you're not really a gamer, are you? it's been talked about a lot last year, and I wanted to try it out. It was now on mobile, so I tried it out, and it's on one end I'm very pleased for the developers. On the other hand, I'm so frustrated that such a simple game can just make, I mean, it's frustrating. That's it. It's frustrating. But I thought I could create a game like that in like maybe a week. So I wanted to try that. I grabbed a bunch of Heroes of Loot graphics, dumped them all in a prototype, created it on a Sunday afternoon, got most of the stuff up and running. The only thing that had to be implemented was leveling up and then adding all the items and things like that. But I decided to keep it there for now. It's gonna be a prototype for maybe a new Heroes of Loot game. But I wouldn't go the Vampire Survivor direction. I want to stay true to Heroes of Loot, so it's going to be more dungeony, and I have some ideas for it. Just don't want to put all that attention to it now. I got other projects running, but for me the main thing here was to see if I can still get a game code or a game up and running in a very short time. Like my last games, Residual took a very long time to create. Regulator City is now, we're nearing almost a few months away from 2-year mark, which is insane for me. But it has gone through a lot of struggle, so there's a reason for it. But still, I want to be able to make short games again, and not so much short games as when you play it, it's going to be short. But for me, development cycle is very short. I needed to see if I can still do that, and I can. Apparently, in one afternoon, I created a fun game. The trick is not so much the type of game, but more knowing what the game has to be. With Regulator City, it was just, I was mixing new things. I don't think there's a real-time squad-based game out there at all. So a lot of people will see this as a top-down shooter or Rogue Streets or whatever that game was called. A lot of people mention that one. Or they will want to have me add some sort of turn-based stuff or delay so you can give commands. That's not this game. This is a different type of game, and that's what made the development so hard. Coming up with a new type of doing it. There was no clear path from the prototype image or the mock-up image I made to the actual game that it now is. And that is not great sentencing. I mean, you understand me, right? This is just the first video of the year. They're gonna get better as the year progresses. I hope. I really hope. Anyway, and there's another prototype pretty much made, and I think I'm showing it here. There's not a lot there, but you can see that there's gameplay there, and there is a game. And this is the core of a game, and on that, if you have a good core of the gameplay, you can build on top of that, and you can keep building as much as you want, and you can expand it and all that stuff, and take as long as you want. But it's about getting that core up and running as soon as possible. And if you can do it in an afternoon, like this one, that's pretty fast. And that's it about all the games I have planned. Of course, there's gonna be a bunch of other releases. We got the first 2 Switch games on the way. Snake is at Nintendo for checking and then ready to go. Sir Questionnaire I'm currently testing. Serious Lion did the porting. There are still some bugs here and there, but that's usual. We just have to play the game, figure out what's going wrong, what can be improved on the Switch, and then we have another game on the Switch. Those games, well, Snake is also going to go to the Atari. Not sure about Sir Questionnaire, but maybe as well. I got Residual waiting for Atari. And of course, we still have to dive into the PlayStation and Xbox stuff. I have all the developer kits tucked away behind some doors here and there. I have all that stuff, just not using it. So it's time we really start doing something with that. But it all depends on how my main projects are going and how money is flowing into the company instead of out of the company. And of course, I still have the mystery box, and there's something in here. It's a project. It's gonna be a long-term project. This is step 1. The stuff in this box is step 1. Step 2 is also available and done. Step 3 is what I was working on before the holidays and everything started, so I have to pick up at that spot. It's hard to talk about stuff you can't talk about. That's a good quote to ignore. Anyway, this is going to be a project for the coming year, and Regulator City is also part of this. really excited about it. It's gonna be a bit scary, and I have no idea if it's gonna be a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm giving it my best, and we'll see how it ends up. And eventually in this year, I will be showing you more of this box, or at least what's in the box. Yeah, for now, the box is gone. So that's coming this year as well. And of course, I will still be doing these YouTube videos. I enjoy doing them. I might skip some weeks here and there, because every now and then it's also it's a struggle, and it also takes away like half a day or a little bit more from my work on games. But I do enjoy the way I can interact with you and release something, a video, and talk about all the stuff I'm doing, because if you're a game developer, you can't talk about this stuff to a lot of people. Most people have no idea what you're doing or don't understand it. So it's a good way for me to vent all that stuff out there to you. And I will be trying to stream more on Discord, and I will be doing more TikTok videos, I think, if I can keep it up. Did a couple in last couple of weeks. Get a lot of views on them, a lot more than I get from Instagram or Twitter. So in that regard, TikTok is more interesting. It's also something that I'm almost found a rhythm for it. It's pretty much recording bits and pieces here and there throughout my day or a couple of days, and then using TikTok while I'm at night on the couch watching a TV show. I can just use TikTok and stitch them all together, edit the video, and then I'll do a voiceover, and we have a new video. It takes me maybe about 10 minutes in total, while these videos take me, while this video will be, I'll talk to you for like 20 minutes. We have to wrap it up. This video is taking me 30-40 minutes in total, as with editing and everything. So TikTok devlogs, short little videos. We'll see where that goes, and if it amounts to maybe more recognition of my games or whatever. We're gonna figure it out in the coming months. It's a new year, a lot of stuff can happen. That's it for this week's video, this first video of the year. And I see that every time I do this, the camera is also shaking. So I'm sorry if you're getting a bit nausea, or if you, I don't know. I'm done. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Bye.